tell you what, let's
Hey, hey.
Oh, you got it. Oh, yes.
We
Okay.
were worried.
hi.
Hi. Sorry, am I too early?
No, you're fine. You're the very first hangout of the day.
You're the very first one.
Well, yes, I am. Oh, thank you.
Kinks,
Okay,
but we can
yeah.
do it later. So
No, well,
I mean,
we're just.
all right, so I'm gonna hop out of the way.
We will.
We'll start the timer and we'll talk later. Kari.
Okay, great.
Are you sure? Are you sure I'm not too early?
You are not. You are right on time. We were just talking about what time things were starting and how late we were going today. So can you hear me okay?
Oh, yes, I can. Can you hear me?
I can, loud and clear. How are you doing, Christopher? I see CJ on there. Do you prefer CJ?
Yeah, well, whatever works. But you can call me whatever you want. Whatever's cool.
Okay. Now, I feel like we've met.
Like, really?
I think we... now, did you do one of these color worlds before, or do you just have a face that looks like somebody I know?
No, this is my first one, actually.
Oh my gosh. Well, it's my first one today. So hello. It's so great to meet you.
Great to meet you, too.
Now, this is pretty awesome. I'm looking at the artwork behind you. Are these from some movies or?
Well, yes, definitely.
What is it? Tell me about it.
This one is The Power of the Dog with Benedict Cumberbatch.
Oh, yes.
That's Avengers Endgame over there.
Okay.
That's Caddyshack, which is a picture from my grandfather, rest his soul.
Oh my gosh, the Bushwood one, that's Caddyshack?
Yep, that's the one.
Oh my goodness, I haven't seen that in so long.
Well, yes, it's a great movie.
It's a classic.
Mm-hmm. I had a conversation with Chevy Chase a few years ago.
What? Okay, how did that happen?
It was during the pandemic or during the aftermath of the pandemic. Like they were GalaxyCon, which is a convention. They were doing They were doing video chats, so they can continue with fans, keep their spirits alive and so forth.
Right.
Hell of a nice guy, I must say.
Was he good? Oh, I'm so glad to hear that.
Mm-hmm.
A friend of mine did a movie with him years ago. It was just like a Christmas movie or something like that, and. So I'm so glad to hear he was a nice guy. That's so cool. Oh
yes,
my gosh.
Definitely.
So would you say that's your favorite movie?
Well, it's not.
Caddyshack?
Well, it's one of my favorites, but my favorite happens to be Pulp Fiction over there, right next to the Scarface poster.
Oh, Pulp Fiction's in my top 20.
Oh my God. Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's so good. Okay, what's your favorite scene?
What's my favorite scene? Well, one of them is definitely the needle scene, like when they're like, give it a shot 3 times.
Oh, I think, yeah, actually that might be one of my favorite scenes.
Mm-hmm.
And I do love when John Travolta is talking about the quarter pounder royale.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Classic scene, very iconic.
Oh man, I always think of that when I go to McDonald's or something like that. I'm just like, yeah,
oh yeah,
John Travolta.
Definitely. So why don't we just talk about you for a little bit? I mean, I think I think you're a delightful voice actress. Thank you. You're Jessica on Rick and Morty. You're Chloe Carmichael on The Fairly Odd Parents, and I first knew you from Tak and the Power of Juju back then.
Oh my gosh! You know what? I loved that show so much, and Hal Sparks. We did that show together, and we just ran into each other on a plane about 3 weeks ago. We were both flying to the same place, and so we ran into each other in the airport, and we were just talking about how much fun we had on that show. So,
yes.
Thank you.
No problem. And and my friend Johnny and I saw you as the voice of Lola on Tiny Toons University. Like, what's it like voicing her? What's it like voicing Lola Bunny?
It was really epic, because that was such a. I mean, I used to watch Tiny Toons and stuff when I was younger and everything. So that was kind of cool. Like, even just for one episode, to get to play her voice was really neat. So, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Pretty awesome.
And you do you have a favorite character you like to voice in anything or any type of character?
It's always so hard to pick because there are so many that I've had fun doing. But I will say that villains are really fun to play.
Yes, they are, aren't they? I must say.
Yes. So Charmcaster and Ben 10 and Enchantress and, you know, a lot of those villain type characters were deliciously fun to play. So.
Oh yes, you got great taste, I must say. Like,
thank you.
I mean, I don't want to sound like I'm repeating myself, but you know, like, but it's always entertaining speaking with voice actresses and voice actors, especially, you know, like in circumstances, and especially when there's flexibility around. And you couldn't have much more flexibility. I must say, you got a lot of it.
Oh, thank you so much. Well, it's makes it so much fun for me when I get to do different kinds of things, because I get kind of antsy twiddling the thumbs if I'm just playing the same kind of character all the time. So I love when they let me play a range of things. So
expand your horizons, I must say, definitely.
Thank you. Expand the horizons. I like that.
Thank you.
All right, you guys. It is time for me to pick Kari to her next hangout, but I'd love to get a picture if you would like.
It was yes, it was so nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
All right, everybody, give me your best smiles. 3, 2, and 1. All right, all set. Thank you so much, Chris.
And thank you
We'll
so
see you
much.
next time.
Bye, Chris.
Bye.
Great to meet you.
Great to meet you too.